back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at arranging our brand new faux poppy and lilac arrangement. This is brand new to our website. It's a really simple, really easy to style arrangement. I'm going to be talking you through how I'd style it and then how I'd pop it together with a few of the pieces from our website. So let's get into it. So we're going to be styling this arrangement in our beautiful grey woven vase. This is made from a gorgeous ceramic. It's got this really unusual, almost looks like grey woven texture to it. It's a really beautiful vase, very simple, very understated, and it's going to work wonderfully, I think, with the greys and the whites of this arrangement. So if you've watched any of our tutorials before, you always know I like to separate my stems out and just make sure I know what I'm working with. So with this one, we've got the beautiful faux lilac stems. We've got 3 of those. We've got these deluxe poppies that when you open these up, they're just going to look beautiful. I'm going to pop those separately. We've got the cream statice sprays just to add that little bit of wildness to the arrangement. And we've got our natural berried eucalyptus. So we've got those all in separate piles. And we're going to start with the eucalyptus like we normally do. So like I always do, I'm going to start with our leafiest and tallest foliage just to start creating that base and that scaffolding inside, and just to see the height of how tall I want our arrangement to be. So as I always say, I'm going to pop the stem against the vase and work out how tall I want our arrangement to be. So I think I'm going to do this one probably around about there. Again, you can just pop it next to the vase to see how tall it's going to be inside the vase. So I'm going to do that one about there. So you can give it a good tight squeeze, and it'll bend like so. Or if you're intending to just leave it in a vase, you can also use scissors and chop it. It might take a little bit of work depending on how thick the wire is inside. So I'm going to pop that one to the side, and then you will find they might bob around just while there's not as many stems in the vase. And this one I'm going to make a little bit taller, so I'm only going to take a little bit off this one. So I'm going to do that about there. So that's going to sit about there, and I'm going to pop that one in. Ooh. So what you'll get is you'll get the stems going off in either direction, and they will just move around for the time being until there's more in there. But as we add more stems, we can really anchor those in place. So the next stems I'm going to add in is more of our foliage, and this is our beautiful cream statice sprays. Again, I'm going to pop these at different heights. So one I'm going to leave full length to really give it that height in the vase. And the other one I'm going to do a little bit lower. Oh, these ones don't want to stay in place. I'm going to do a little bit lower and further down at the front, I think, and just have it peeking over the side of the vase. So I'm going to pop that one in like so. So the next stems I'm going to pop in are the deluxe poppy stems even. These ones are beautiful. They're really, really unique. I'm so pleased we managed to find these. They've got like a curly head to them, and once you open them up, they've got the most beautifully realistic looking poppy inside. So what you can do with these stems is just kind of mold them back a little bit, just to make sure that poppy head is really sticking out. I'm going to do these at 3 different heights around the vase and facing in different directions, just so it looks more realistic. So one I want coming off to the side and quite low at the front. So I'm going to pop that one in there. It'll squidge through all the other stems. So like I said, it looks so beautiful. You can just kind of peel those leaves back and make sure that people can see the stem. The other one I'm going to do quite a bit taller and at the back going off in that direction. So I'm really going to take a little bit off. And again, because there's wire in all of these stems, you can mould and bend the stems to your heart's content and just make it look however you want to look in your arrangement. I'm going to pop that one in just amongst this statice and eucalyptus sprays. Oh, and then we've got that quite high. That looks really pretty. You can turn it slightly. I just don't think it looks great having all the stems facing in all the same direction. And then this one I'm going to do quite tall and at the back. I'm going to take a tiny bit off like so. Oh, the little leaves come off there. What you might find is sometimes the leaves will come off. You can just pop them straight back on the stems. It's dead easy to do. I'm going to pop that one in the centre there. Oops. Just feed it down. You will start to find as you pop more and more stems in, It can become a little bit crisscrossy in the vase, but that's brilliant because it should start to anchor and hold your stems in place and just reveal that little poppy head, because that just looks beautiful, I think. And then because you've got the other little bud stem on the stem, you can just pop that into different directions as well. So it looks really wild. I love that about this arrangement. It looks kind of wild and like really beautiful and like it's really natural. So lastly, we're going to add in our lilac stems. Now these are simply stunning. There's no other words to describe them. The detail that's gone into these is just beautiful. Again, I'm going to pop these at 3 different heights around the vase. My first one, I'm going to go in quite low and I'm going to cover this little gap here. So I'm going to go about there. Let's see how that, yes, that's perfect. Again, with these, you can mold them, you can pop them off going in different directions. You can have them tight and bunched together. It just depends on what you prefer and your style. So I'm going to pop that one in there because that is just beautiful. The next one I'm going to do quite tall and at the back and fill this gap here. So actually, I might only take a tiny bit off this one. I think, yeah. And pop this one in here. Sometimes it does get a bit tricky going in from the back like this because you can't 100% see where you've popped stuff. Oh, beautiful. I think that works really, really well. And then this one I want coming off in this direction up here. So I think I'm going to bend. Oh, should we go about there? And like I said, you can bend them in all different directions, however you wish. I'm going to pop this one in here, like so, and have that just fill in that gap really, really beautifully. There we go. Now I would say is your time to play, to faff around, go away, have a cup of tea, come back to it with fresh eyes and see if there's any bits that you'd like to change or move around. You might want to have your poppies a bit more open or spread your lilacs out. And this is the time when you really go away and think about how you want it to look. So I thought I'd pair the arrangement and vase with one of our grey rattan trays. These are such a bestseller for us. They're just beautiful. The detail on them is really simple. You've got those beautiful, very subtle tones of grey and the beautiful natural woven rattan just peeking through. Just looks lovely. I think this would look perfect styled on there. You could style it on your own wooden tray. I think that would also look beautiful. I'm going to pop one of our planters. This is our new honeycomb planter in the small size. I'm going to pop that on there as well. And I'm going to finish it off with one of my favourites. This, oh, it just smells delicious. It just makes you think of holidays. It's our fresh fig diffuser. These are the most perfect gift, especially if you've got friends and family that are moving house. Everyone loves a really beautifully scented home. So I'm going to pop that on there as well just to finish it off. And I think that just looks stunning. And there we have it, the beautiful faux poppy and lilac arrangement. This one, I think you'll agree, it's just beautiful. It's really simple, it's really delicate, and I think it's going to work wonderfully no matter what your colour scheme. I think it's just going to pair really beautifully in your home. We've paired obviously with the grey woven ceramic vase, as I said before, and because it's got such beautifully simple and neutral tones, I really do think it would work wonderfully in any style of decor in any home. I really do hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. We will be back very soon with another one. If you could like and subscribe, that would be amazing, thank you. It really helps us to know that you guys are liking these videos and you want us to come back for more. I hope you all have an amazing evening or day, whatever you're up to, and I will be back soon. Bye.